if y'all can introduce yourself and let us know which club you're in. We'll just kind of just go from there until I can get on. He's having time getting in, so let me send him. Nancy, will you send him the link?
I've already sent it a couple different ways, and I've texted him that I sent it to him. So I don't know how else to do it to him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll start.
Oh, he's calling now. So hold on for a minute.
Okay. Go ahead. Y'all can start.
I'll start first, Darlene. I'm Dee Dee Arismendez. I'm the current district secretary. So I want to introduce you to Darlene. I think y'all have received a couple of emails from her. She's going to be the new district secretary starting in July 1st. And I'm with the Alice Rotary Club. I'm a proud member there. I've been a Rotarian for 9 years.
Awesome. Thank you, Dee.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
I'll be next. I'm Olivia Rivas. I'm from the San Benito Rotary Club. I'm the current president, and I'm going to be the future president too. So by unanimous vote today, nobody, well, let's just say everybody wanted me. Not that they didn't want it. I look at it that way. That's the way I explained it to my husband anyway.
Yeah, Olivia, that's great. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Who's next?
Kevin Miller from Port Isabel.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Kevin Miller from Port Isabel.
Kevin Miller. Okay, and are you the president-elect right now?
President-elect, yes.
So how long have you been in Rotary?
Probably about 2.5 years.
Okay, great. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Hey, David
go ahead.
Armendariz, Los Fresnos, and I'm the president-elect.
All right, David. How long have you been in Rotary?
Since we started it.
We're the 52nd club. That's why.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, I'm Meg Reese. I'm the president-elect of Varennes Pass Rotary.
all right, welcome, Meg. And how long have you been in Rotary?
A little bit over a year.
Awesome. And you're already president. Wow.
Well, president-elect.
Yeah, well, you'll be president soon, so welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome. Okay, who else is next?
I'll start.
ahead.
My name is Horacio Maldonado. I'm with the Worcester County Rotary. I'm the current president, and due to a tight election, I will be the incoming president again for the following end of the year. I've been Rotary for like about 1.5 years, and I'm excited to another year. Let's do it.
Awesome. Well, you and Olivia have something in common.
Yeah.
Two-term presidents. There we go.
There you go. That's awesome.
I'm Jim Stokes, Victoria Northside, Assistant Governor from Area 2. And I've been in Rotary for 42 years.
Woo! Awesome. Congratulations. And still going strong, huh?
Well, that's debatable.
What club is in area 2?
Area 2.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'll go
Okay.
next. Richard McKinney, downtown Victoria Rotary. Been in Rotary whopping 2 years.
Congratulations. Thank you. Looks good.
I'll jump in after the Victorians. I am Samantha Bell. I'm with Port Lavaca Rotary, and I've been in the club for about 7 years.
Awesome.
Good.
Welcome.
Good. Congratulations. That's good.
Who's next?
I'll go next. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm Zara Surani, President-elect, Southside Corpus Christi, and in Rotary for 3+ years.
I'm sorry? No, I didn't hear the last part.
Okay, I'm in Rotary for 3 years, like going strong, 3+ years.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Sarah.
Thank you.
I like the way you spell your name, Sarah. That's
Zara.
nice.
Yeah, Zara.
Great.
So I'm Mark Jamieson. I am the president-elect for Northside Rotary. And I think I'm coming up on my year anniversary with the club.
Good.
Are you?
Dolly Stokes. I'm following Mark, and so I'm Vice President, North Side in Victoria. I've been a member here a couple of years and was a member of Rotary many years ago in another location.
Oh, good. Welcome. Who's next?
I am. Hi, Diana Gustovich, current president of McAllen Evening Rotary, president-elect. That my club decided I needed another year because of a pandemic. And alumni chair for the district.
Good.
Good.
And how long have you been in Rotary?
I've been in Rotary for 10 years. This is my 10th year as a Rotarian, and our club has been in existence for 5.
That's awesome. Welcome. Thank you. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Juan Lira from Laredo, a member of the Laredo Rotary Club and also a member of the District Rotary Foundation team. And I've been Rotary 12 years.
Awesome. Glad to have you here, Juan.
Thanks.
Who
I'm
else?
Kent Greer, and I'm with the Victoria Northside Club, and I'm following Armando, if you can, as district governor nominee. And I've been in Rotary since '96. I think that makes it 25 years. Is that right?
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yes, that's awesome. I like to hear those numbers.
Darlene, it's Andy Hagan, and I'm currently representing our district as part of the district membership team. So welcome, everyone. I also wear several hats. I'm the assistant Rotary coordinator. I report to Debbie High, who's the Rotary coordinator for Region 36, Zone 25B and 29, as well as Diane Edwards. And one last hat is 2 more hats. One is the district's Rotary Leadership Institute training chair. So I can speak to you all about that this evening, as well as the new club champion appointed by Eddie Bartnetsky. And I believe with Amando here, he's already approved for me to continue to represent seeking out opportunities for new clubs, satellites, and what have you throughout our district. So it's a pleasure to be here and see everyone here tuned in.
Great to see you, Andy. Thank you for being here. Oh, good. Armando's back. There he is.
I'm here.
Awesome.
I'm here.
You got
All
you
right.
next.
So am I next?
Everyone's introducing themselves. So yes, well,
I'm next. Okay. Hey, hello, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm glad to be on. I had a little horrible day. I got my email hacked. Some of you probably got some emails from me asking for money, so please send it in. I got some real good laughs. It was unbelievable today. As a matter of fact, my IT support group just told me they cleaned it all up. It's good to go, but it looks like I'm going to have to be changing my new email address. So I have to create that Friday night, and tomorrow I'll get it all officially done and send it out, because the hackers apparently got my password, got into my Microsoft account, email account, and just went downtown with it. But anyway, I've been in Rotary. I joined Rotary in 2010. I'm going on 20 years. I've been 10 years, excuse me. And served just like you as a president, and served as assistant governor, and now I'm the incoming district governor-elect. And I'm so proud to have my team on board here to help me. And we're here to assist you to have a good year. So I'll leave it with that. So Darlene, what's next? We'll just get this ball rolling here.
I'm not sure if there's other people that didn't get to introduce themselves.
Yes.
So go ahead, Mario.
This is Mario Canales. Hey guys, it's nice to meet you all. Laredo Next Generation Rotary Club. I've been a Rotarian for 3 years, and I'm the current president-elect.
Awesome. Welcome.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
This is David Silva. I'm the president-elect for the Alice Rotary Club, and I've been with the Rotary for over 3 years.
Awesome.
David.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, David. Yeah, I'm sorry, Darlene. Go ahead.
That's okay. Go ahead. Who else is
And
next?
Darlene and everyone, this is Debbie High, past district governor, served in 2016, 2017. An honor to serve on the membership team. And also, as Andy let you know, I serve as a Rotary coordinator for this year and the next year as a 3-year appointment with Rotary International to help with all things membership for our paired zones. So I'm excited to work with you in that role as well.
Awesome. Welcome, Debbie. Good to have you.
Darlene,
Yes,
Luis
Yes, please.
Cavazos from the Rotary Club of Brownsville Sunrise. I've been a Rotarian for many, many years, 34. I started when I was 5 years old. And, but let me tell you, I'm also a proud member of the district membership team. What an awesome team. And the people that I see here tonight, if this is the kind of quality we're going to have for next year, let me tell you, we're going to really rock. So anyway, I'm also, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, Debbie.
Go ahead.
You are allowed to say it because it went out in an email, but it's not official till the 30th.
It's not official till 14 days. I'm a district governor.
Nominee. District governor, nominee, designate.
Nominee designated.
So I'm very
Congratulations.
excited to be able to be nominated. It's super, super exciting. So to be here.
So on
Governor.
February
Governor.
1st, it'll be official and he will follow and serve after Kent.
After Kent, that's right. So it's a whole string of governors.
Here you go, Luis. Unta Luis. There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're awesome.
Anybody
I'm
else?
on board. I'm
We
on
have
board
our
as well.
governor on board.
Yes, I'm here as well. I just joined on, but I guess
Eddie,
that's my
yeah.
turn to brag or tell about myself. But okay, I'm Eddie Bartneski, currently serving as district governor. I'm a proud member of the Rotary Club of Harlingen for almost 30 years now. Joined in 1990. No, it is 30 years. Going on 31 years. Wow. So anyway, I'm here.
Awesome.
31
I was a
years.
senator from
Good.
Texas or something.
That's good. That's good, Eddie. That's very good. How about Ellison? Is Ellison on?
This is Nancy Paulson. Ellison will not be able to make it tonight. I got a message
Okay.
from him. I'm Nancy Paulson from Rockport. I was president last year. I will not be president next year.
Oh, come on, Nancy.
That's an awful big smile, Nancy.
I know, but
I
I
know
am
this
the
is-
district webmaster. And so one of the questions that you're going to get a question later on, but I want you to be thinking about it and then put it in the help in the chat if you need help for has somebody in your club, it could be your president, it could be your secretary, but if they entered your name in as next and your officers for next year, it's a particular method of doing it for both RI and the district, and the district website or your club website if you have Club Runner. But we really like to have the president, secretary, treasurer, foundation chair, membership chair, and public image chair. Because the three teams for those three chairs really want to be able to kick off their year right away in getting those people to the training. So it's important to have those 6 positions filled. Even if you have placeholders to start with, it's important to have those 6 positions filled so that they can start getting the emails. If you need help in doing that, write something in chat and I'll get you some directions. Thanks.
Who do we send it to?
Nancy, I'm in the chat. Nancy Rockport Webmaster is how my name is listed. And you can always get my name and email off the website, the district website, and shoot me an email and I will get you that information on how to do it. And that's all I had for Darlene and Armando. I think we had a couple other people come on.
Who else did we have that did not get to introduce themselves that are on?
I'll go.
Justin and Mariano, I think.
My name is Mariano Gomez. I'm currently with the Laredo Under 7 Flags Club. I've been with Rotary going on a year, and I was selected to be the president for the upcoming year.
Well, welcome.
Good.
Good to-
Thank you.
And I came in late. Sorry about that. Somehow or another, I thought this started at 6:30, but now I have a shorter meeting, so thanks for that. For those of you that don't know me, I am Justin Jones. I am the current president of the Rotary Club of Kingsville.
I love it. Yes.
Thank you, Eddie. I also serve at the district level for public image and Rotary awareness, and I will continue that for next year with Mondo.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Welcome. I'm good to have you, Justin, with two N's.
Thank you, darling.
Is that everybody? Okay. If everyone introduce themselves, we can go on to the next topic. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Darlene, and I'm so excited to have everybody here tonight. And the next topic is Lone Star Pets. As you know, it's going to be a virtual meeting, and it's really for the president-elects and president nominees and AGs and all the dignitaries. Oh, thank you. Has everyone here, the president-elects, have you signed up for pets registration?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, if you haven't, I listed there, it's on the website, the district website. You go to the district website, scroll down a little bit, and it says registration. It's registration at Rotary5930.org. That's the website. Go in there and register. It's $50. And I want you to pay attention. When you go in there, you're going to have some classes that you have to take. They're the required classes, and then they're the elective classes. So be sure when you go down, you're going to list yourself as a president-elect, your club, your district, and then it'll tell you what you'll need to check off, okay? On the electives, be sure and just pay attention to that. You get to choose which one you want, and it's an additional to your normal curriculum. So I want to make sure that's done. And as you know, PETS is this year the 22nd through the 27th, if I got that correct. And most importantly, not only are you going to be going through the curriculum for that day or that week, excuse me, it's not a full day. You have to check the times and make them accordingly. But particularly pay attention to Saturday, Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon is our focus for tonight, okay? Tonight's meeting, I'm glad everyone's here. There's two things I want you to get ready for. It's for that PETS, our district meeting. It's on Saturday, the 27th, from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And in that meeting, you will have, you'll be introduced to the leadership team. You'll be introduced to a lot of things going on, and you will have to make some decisions. One of them will be the voting of our district operating budget. So I will send that out probably by Monday, and you'll get that in your email. I want you just to review it. You're probably going to have some questions on it, but it's good just to look at it. When you come ready to the PETS meeting on the 27th Saturday, we're going to put it up for voting. So if you can have any questions, you'll be ready. This is to get you warmed up and ready to know what's coming ahead of you, okay? So having said that, let me move on to the next question. But the real question I want you guys here tonight is this: for all you president-elects, we're all in this together, and we're gonna really drive it starting next year. We're gonna finish this year strong, and we're gonna start our next year stronger. All right, so I want to know, please tell me and be honest with me, what is your vision for your Rotary Club year? It's open quorum. Anybody want to say anything? Has anybody thought about your year?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, to all the president-elects here tonight on that can hear me. My question to you is, how do you see your Rotary year, you as president, coming up? How do you see it? What is your vision? Do you have any concerns at this point that you want to discuss? Any questions you might have that we can answer for you? You've got a lot of people on here that's been there. So we're here to help you. Have you thought about your year? Yeah.
Fort Lavaca can start that. We've been doing Zoom meetings. We are testing hybrid meetings. So my vision for the next year is going to be to grow our membership while still offering a hybrid format.
Good, good. What about fundraising? Have you thought about fundraising? What kind of fundraiser you're going to have for your year?
Our big fundraiser is a golf tournament that managed to go on pretty successfully even through a pandemic.
Fantastic, fantastic. Anybody else?
I think our most successful one we had, and Darlene can attest on that, was the our raffle. So I think we're gonna hopefully continue that one and improve it in Los Fresnos area.
That was a virtual raffle.
Yes.
Virtual raffle, okay. What else do you see in your coming year as president? What do you see? How do you feel about the district initiatives, Polio Plus, the Rotary Foundation, RILA, 408 test? Are you pretty comfortable? Or you have that planned out yet, or you haven't?
No.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone? Any other thoughts?
On my case, comfortable. I could easily tell you no. However, the club that I'm on is very supportive, so they're willing to, help me get through this and make sure that everything goes as smoothly as it usually goes.
Okay. What is the number one thing that you want to do in your year do you want to be known for? So when you finish the year that you can say, we did this. What is the number one passion you have to lead your club in?
I think improve inter-club communication.
Inter-club communication? Okay.
Yes.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit more? Is that the
Sure.
clubs around you? Clubs around you? Yeah.
I'm not sure all the members are communicating as well among each other as they could and know what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you another question. This is very important too. A lot of times you hear from us from the district, a district assembly, district conference, send some people for leadership training. Have you, or will you be sending some representatives to the assembly and the conference, whether it be virtual meeting or face-to-face? At this time, we don't know yet. Have you considered that into your plan as well? And if so, are you sending 1, 2, 5 members, or have you thought about that? Be honest with me.
I can speak in behalf of for my club. I'm with the Worcester County, and actually the RLI has been part of my strategic plan for my upcoming year. So I'm gonna take over again for the following year. So my plan is to have all of my team, which we're a team of 5, and we just gained 2 new personnel, is to have everybody go through the 1, 2, and 3. That's definitely one of my major goals for the incoming year.
Okay, good, good.
Amando, this is Kevin, and to answer your question, I'll just speak for myself only.
Sure.
I was kind of waiting for the pets training to really know what I needed to do, what I'm supposed to do, and to learn more about it. So I think your questions, for me at least, are extremely premature.
Okay, that's fine. What these questions that I'm asking you, when you go into pets, they're going to ask you the same questions, and you're going to go through your curriculum, and they're going to go through the module. You would have a facilitator who's going to walk you through that. My objective here tonight is to let you know that what I'm thinking for you as president, as your district governor, but I also want some feedback as to where is it that we can help you in formalizing your vision for your year, just to get a head start, okay? I've already told you what's coming for pets for our district 5930 when we meet that Saturday afternoon. We're gonna do a rollout. So these questions I'm asking you, and I'll go down here the list, is we talked about district conference, district assembly. It was mentioned here, RLI. Does everyone know what RLI stands for?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna share this with the team here tonight. I'll start with Juan Lita, our foundation chair. Juan, would you like to ask the group some questions? First of all, before I do that, Kevin, I hope I answered your question. It was just to get a warm up as to what's coming your way, and I'm glad you asked that question.
Well, I appreciate your feedback. I'm kind of at a loss as to what I'm even supposed to be doing. So I was hoping that Pets was going to give me that information.
It will give you that information, but we're here to start early to help you get even more information and to understand what's coming up ahead for you at Pets. And it's just to get you ahead of the game here.
Thank you.
All right, Juan, I'll leave it up to you. Open up.
Okay, can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you, Mando. Just a few things that regarding the foundation. First of all, I think hopefully everybody understands that the foundation was set up in order to serve as the collection arm of Rotary for funds, but also the distribution of those funds in order to be able to help clubs and districts fulfill their service functions. So we get money back from the foundation in order to do innumerable kinds of things, from all district grants, global grants, scholarships, a variety of things that we do. And so one of the things that I wanted to just to ask you to think about as part of your plans, especially President-elects, is to start thinking about your goals. Your goals for the annual fund. The annual fund is a fund that has been set up by the foundation, consisting of contributions that Rotarians make to the foundation. The money that is sent in every year is invested by the foundation for 3 years, and the dividends that are generated are then split in half. Half stays with the foundation to support global grants and other world or global initiatives, but the other half comes back to the district. And the district then uses that money in order to support our district initiatives. We take approximately half of the money to support district grants and the other half of the money in order to support global grants, scholarships, and even maybe pay for our work use of the club runner and other kinds of activities that we know we have to do in the district. So what I'm asking you to think about is really important, because the more that we can support the annual fund, the more money we have coming back to the district in order to help us meet our district goals. But more, very, very important is your own club goals, because you can apply for funds that you want to use in order to carry out your service projects. So that's one issue. And the way you do that, the way to get into your goals for the year, your annual fund goals, is to go to Club Central, Rotary Club Central. Does anybody have any questions about how to get into a Rotary Club Central? Or do you know how to do it? No, everybody okay with that then? I'm gathering that if there's silence, then you're okay, but I could be wrong.
Juan, this is Mark from Victoria. I tried to get on there today and was unsuccessful. It said I didn't have access.
Okay, I know why, or I have an idea as to why. You might want to check with your club secretary to see what kind of authority or what kind of code.
Admin level. Admin.
There you go. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
That you may want to look at, okay, because you do have access to it, but she needs to make sure that you have the right designation.
This is Nancy Paulson, the webmaster. This is what I was talking about earlier, that this is one of the reasons why it's important for you and your officers to be listed in both the district, your club's club runner, the district website, and Rotary International, to have you listed there as your offices and your positions that your people hold, because that will allow you to access the various places that you do need to access. And you would really want to have this done before you attend Pets, because they're going to be having you log in different times, possibly, to my Rotary. And so you're really going to want to make sure that you have access to that and have your current president or your current secretary. As long as they have access, then they can list you as the president. and you can do it. Again, anybody needs help, this is one of the things I'm able to do for you, is to assist you with this. And so feel free to call or email me. Go out to the district website. It's here. The address is here on the screen right now underneath the one for the website registration for pets. But my name and email address is there. And my phone number is also available. Okay? I'm
Thank you,
here to
Vicky.
help you, but
Okay,
you have to tell me that you need help.
The other component that is really important with regard to the foundation, these are fundamental components, is to think about your district contribution to Polio Plus. Because as you know, this is one of the major initiatives that Rotary has undertaken now for many, many years. And the donations that we make to this, to the Polio Plus Fund, as you know, they're matched on a 2-to-1 basis. Right now, the goal for this year is for Rotary to raise $50 million. That will be matched by $100 million by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for a total of $150 million. And we've got only 2 countries left that have any kind of sign of polio, as far as we know. But this is something that's also important. So as you think about your priorities and your budget, you may want to keep those 2 things in mind. One final thing is that if you need any kind of guidance to help you determine the amount of money that you may want to set aside for these 2 areas, you might want to go into the Rotary Foundation website and do a search for what is called the fundraising analysis for your club. It's a page, it's a chart page, but it'll give you a real good, valuable information about what your club has been donating to Rotary for the past 5 years. So you have an idea about what it is that you've been doing and perhaps what you might want to do. We all understand that this year is different. I mean, because of COVID-19. But if you need that kind of assistance, that would be good. And my last point is to encourage, clubs to please select the chair of your foundation committee, your membership committee, and your public image committee. As you may know, our Rotary Foundation team this year has been very, very active in providing training for club foundation committee chairs and committee members. So encourage your committee chairs to select members that can become actively engaged in not only foundation activities, but in your membership activities and your public image activities, and to explore ways of how they can meet together to see how one group can help the other group, because they actually do mesh quite well. I don't know if you have any questions for me at this point.
I have a question, Juan.
Sure.
Last year you did training for us to be able to write grants. Are you
Yes.
going to do that grant training again,
Yes.
or are we trained already?
No, you're gonna do it again. We have 4 days that we've set aside, and you'll learn about this at PETS, but it's good that we're talking about it right now. The first training, grant certification training, is scheduled for February the 6th. This will be before PETS. It's going to be from 9:30 to 11:30, and you'll be getting information about this probably next week. Then we'll do another one on March the 27th, again from 9:30 to 11:30. The next one will be on April the 10th, and the final one will be, if memory serves, on May the 15th. They're all right now. The only one that we don't know too much about yet on time is the one for May 15th, because it's tied in with district assembly. But we hope that with all those 4 sessions, we'll be able to cover everybody who's interested in writing a district grant or even a global grant, because we'll deal with both issues.
Okay, so the first one is February the 6th?
Yes, it'll be through Zoom.
Through Zoom, okay.
Yeah, we'll be sending out login information next week.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Mando, that's all I have, unless somebody else wants anything.
Okay, there was a lot of good information here. Go ahead.
This is Dee Dee. President-elect, again, congratulations. I'll be partnering with Juan next year. I know you received many emails from me, but if you don't mind sending me an email, I'm looking for questions on foundation. Anything, talk to your members, ask them, do they know about foundation or anything? this is something that we want to talk about on Saturday at Pets. Is this correct, Juan?
Yes, exactly right.
So if you have questions or your members have questions, send them to me. These are type of questions we want to answer at Pets. So I really appreciate it. But if you need those questions answered, ask them this coming Saturday at our foundation session if there's time, because I know we have a very tight training session this Saturday. Just letting you know. Thank you.
Thank you, Dee Dee, for doing that.
You're welcome.
Very good. Thank you, Dee Dee, for that information. By the way, I didn't get a chance to introduce the team here, and maybe it was, I'm sorry, they're all introducing themselves, but Dee Dee's also the co-chair. We said a lot here just a while ago. Does everybody know why we're doing district grants? Does everybody, these president-elects that you're on here tonight, I'm happy that you're here. Have you done a district grant? Has your club done a district grant? Let me ask that question.
Yes, we participated in the district grant with Dr. Lita regarding for the disaster relief with IBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with it. That's good. Anybody else? Has anybody else done a district grant or have not done a district grant?
We've done a district, we've done 2 of them. Thank you very much, Juan, for your help with that.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on to, thank you everyone for that. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. What I'm trying to get a feel for is what you're thinking for your year as presidents. And we're excited for you, but we want to help you as a district, help you achieve your goals and your priorities for your club and also for the district. So let's move on to membership. Luis Cavazos, would you like to say something, Luis?
Yes, a few basic things. I always like to, you're going to absorb so much information at Pets that I always like to come back to basics. So I'll be very, very simple with you, simplistic, and say, please get a membership chair. President-elects, incoming presidents is very important. We have 40 chairs out of 51 clubs this year right now. You need to, that's one of the most important functions, is to find a membership chair that is passionate about membership. And a couple of things on membership. Membership growth is important, but not the main thing. I would prefer, and I think you agree, is to take care of your members, do the retention thing. You know, one of the things that I was asking clubs to do when we had the pandemic is call all the members, pick up the phone, call your members, see how they're doing with their jobs, and then go into Rotary. But I think retention is very important. Membership growth, we want to continue to grow. A lot of clubs are growing right now, but I think most important is take care of your own members. We don't have members. We have one of the best foundations in the world, but we need members to be able to promote that foundation. So yes, we do need to grow. The other thing is that if your club is vibrant, then I normally don't have to worry about your membership growth or retention because you're doing it. So try to be a vibrant club. Strong administration is very important also. And one of the last things is membership. Set your goal, whether you want to grow by 10%, 20%, zero is okay if you're going to focus on retention. And one way to do that, and you better write this down, it's you can Google Rotary Zone 25B and 29, Rotary Zone 25B and 29 membership charts. Membership charts. You Google that, you're going to get all the districts on those 2 zones, plus you're going to get our district, plus you're going to see all the clubs in the district. And the reason why I'm saying this, go to your club. You have 11 years of history. How beautiful is that? 11 years of membership history. So you can see the trends. And the reason for that is for you to be realistic in setting your goals. Okay? You don't want to go too crazy and say, well, I want to grow by so much. Yeah, just go by the trend, talk to your board, get with your membership chair, and come up with a realistic goal. Okay? And also a retention goal as well. I think if you get a membership chair, get the goal get the goals in Club Central, come up with a good goal. Remember that goals can change through the year. So if you see that things are changing, you can always change that goal. And so I think I leave you with that. There's going to be plenty of trainings. I'm accessible to you all to help you, and there's more to come.
And Luis, this is Debbie. I put the link to the zone
thank
charts in the chat, and I also sent you a text message.
Literally, you got my back, Debbie, every time.
I do.
By the way, Debbie
this
is the one that got me involved in the district. Just so you all know, she got me involved in the district about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And I think Andy Hagan saw that I was Google Gaga over membership. He told Debbie was looking for a district membership committee member.
I was looking for my replacement.
And then your replacement happened like 6 months after that. Oh, guess what? You want to be lieutenant governor membership? Okay. So
Luis,
thank you, Debbie, for asking me. A lot of times if you ask people, they'll come up and they'll back for you. So yeah, but Debbie has always had my back, continues to have my back. Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome.
Luis, this is Dee Dee. If you don't mind me adding 2 more things to your membership.
Dee Dee.
To the president-elects, 2 things. If you're now the current secretary or your secretary is not aware of how to enter new members, contact Darlene and then she will assist you where to go. Second, our district governor Eddie, along with the past district governors, have mentioned this, that when you get a new member, it's best that you put them in a committee right away so they can feel they are part of the club and not waiting. And many of these members that come in, they come with some type of skills, talent, quality, or willing to learn. So, and that's going to help your club so they can stay engaged with you. So this is some advice for the president. Yes, sir.
Yes, and I was going to say, going back to having your back, I think is very important. Is his membership and his retention, and you as president-elects and all your board, you make sure that you tell them that you're there to support them, because it's very scary, especially starting as president, and feel that nobody's got your back. So have their back so they can have your back. And you believe you might have personal issues happening to you during the year. You might have to be out of commission for a week or 2 weeks. Make sure your president-elect at the point or someone will have your back, and also have them tell them about that, so they don't feel like they're left by themselves. That way they'll volunteer. And I've seen it happen. Love your club and have their backs, and I guarantee you, man, you're gonna have a fantastic year in the club.
Thank you, Luis. Along that lines, I got a question for the president-elects. All president-elects, do you know and have you been engaged with your assistant governors? Anybody want to elaborate?
Does everybody know what an assistant governor is?
Get back to basics.
Okay. That didn't go too well. All right, so let's move on. Let's go with Justin. I'd like to introduce Justin. He's our Public Relations Image Director. He's a Lieutenant Governor for Director. Justin, would you like to say a few words about what you do and what you can help our district and help our president-elects have a successful year?
Yes, thank you, Mondo. And so again, back to basics, why we're talking about public image is we've already talked about foundation, we've already talked about membership, and so the third part of what we call the Rotary Triangle or the continuum is public image. Foundation is how we are able to do the good works in the world. Membership, we are nothing without our members. Members are our greatest asset. And public image is how we tell the world the good things that we're doing and how we tell our own people what we're doing. And so that's what public image is. It's mainly 2 pieces: internal communication, keeping your own members engaged in what we're doing so that everybody in the club knows what our own club does, and external communication so that we are reaching our new potential members that are not yet Rotarians and let them know the good things that we're doing. And so, Mondo, let's see, you said I have 45 minutes tonight to go through a
Yes,
quick
sir.
training. Is that
Yes,
right?
yes, sir.
Good deal.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody got their homework, and we have lots of quizzes to go through.
Okay, thank you.
I'm mostly kidding.
You
but,
still, okay. President-elects, any questions for Justin? Anything in general? This is your night. Anything at all that comes to mind as to?
I do have a question, Justin.
Yes,
How
sir.
do you feel about the, for example, what we've seen? We're very engaged with the young community here in Laredo, and we've seen people fundraise thousands of dollars just by hosting a live Instagram, finding a quick cause. How receptive are we as Rotarians, like to go that route, as using these new tools like these Instagram lives, to find a cause and just tap on the resources out there? There's plenty of resources. I'm not sure, just thinking out loud, see if you've seen anything like that.
Yeah, and so I guess the kind of the root of the question, if I understand correctly, is, basically a platform and how we can get the word out and how we can use these for our own tools. And the basic answer is go where your members are and go where your potential members are. And so if it's a younger club, and if your potential members are on Instagram and some of these newer social media sites, go there. Use that as a tool. There are correct ways to use these things that, most people might think, oh, that's just for the kids. Well, maybe we are targeting that youth aspect. If it's a younger club or you have a youth services component to your club, then you can absolutely exploit those tools that we have at hand. And so I highly applaud you for taking those steps and to, be mindful of these things that are in your potential toolbox. That's fantastic. And I would like to hear more about how you're able to incorporate that into your club. And Luis, did you have something to add to that?
I was going to say that I forgot to mention that your members that try to get the creative, and Mario, you're doing that already. Try to find those creative types, especially during these times in the pandemic. We need the creative types. I am not very creative, but I know there's people out there that are very, very creative. And yes, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, our membership is between 20s and 30s. And absolutely, you're right, Justin. Target market is within that age profile. So we do need to leverage, like, instead of relying on other more traditional methods of communication, start innovating and tying to what Mr. Cavazos mentions. The extroverts, the creatives, let them loose and let them spread the word about what we do.
There's no Rotary police, they tell me.
Yeah.
Except in public image. We do have Rotary police in public image.
Yeah, we need to be careful.
I know
Okay,
you do.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to let's see, RLI. Andy, have you talked a little bit?
Sure. Welcome, everybody, and have a good afternoon. I'm the current chair for our district for Rotary Leadership Institute, which is RLI, and it's a multi-district grassroots leadership development program of member districts organized into regional divisions throughout the world. You might ask, what will RLI do for me, or how will it benefit you? Well, it's actually an opportunity for you to increase and develop your leadership skills. And not only that, but the opportunity to network, to learn more about team building. And in many instances, I've seen current club presidents and the powers to be in your club to utilize it as a member orientation for new members, because it gives you a very, very good insight as to what is Rotary. It talks about the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. It brings together the importance of team building, of establishing a strategic plan. They talk a lot about visioning. We touch upon the various areas we just talked about in this particular session in relationship to the importance of public imaging and the proper use of branding, memberships, and why is it important to increase our Rotary Rotary's impact and its reach throughout our community and communities at large. And so you'll see that if you do this, the benefit to you and to your members is one, it cultivates that networking and the connection. Two, it also increases the confidence and builds on the confidence levels of your members so that one, they may be more willing to raise their hand when you ask for help. Who would help us with this upcoming community service project? Does it resonate with you? And it helps you to find those passions, and it increases your capacity to serve because it builds on the synergy of the things that we present as facilitators. Now we have faculty members who are the facilitators. The Rotary Leadership Institute training is composed and broken out into 3 parts. Originally, it was offered as a face-to-face, hands-on training instruction where you are heavily engaged in smaller groups of 20 or less, and it's hands-on so that there's a lot of interaction. It keeps you going, and it actually has a lot of fun exercises in it as well. So it's an opportunity to meet, greet, and establish relationships and rapport with your classmates, if you will. Usually each session runs 8 hours long. And there's 3 sessions. The first basically is targeting you as a Rotarian, what that means, and it elaborates on it. In session 2, it builds more on emphasizing the club and how to better strengthen your club. What are the proper communication techniques? How about the proper planning? And it goes into a deep dive with that. And then thirdly, it's how does your club and you as a club leader and your club leadership team network and interact to become part of that global perspective and to make an impact that's sustainable and transformational in nature. I'm so high on it, but we've got members of our faculty that have been through all 3 parts. And the 4th part, if you would like to do so and see yourself as in one day become a facilitator, you become faculty trained, as many of us are. Kent Grill and Kent Greer's here, Debbie, I see Justin, and many of you taken leadership roles. But as a result of COVID, we were one of the few districts in the world that were authorized, if you will, and it was approved that we would go 100% virtual. And that tasked our team members to be able to convert what would be a face-to-face hands-on experience into more of the using the Zoom platform. And they've done a fantastic job. Currently, the virtual realm and the virtual training offered is handled at the division level. If you recall, RLI starts, it's international in nature, but there's a number of districts compose and comprise of division. We're part of the Lone Star Division. And we have tonight with us Debbie High, who's also the secretary for RLI at the division, at the Lone Star Division level. So Debbie, take it away and offer a few more items that I haven't touched upon, and that we might even talk a little bit more then about our upcoming offerings.
So we are very excited to be leading the front. We were the 2nd district in Texas to pick this up. And the good news is now all of the districts that are eligible to be in the Lone Star Division actually jumped on board with it once COVID hit. So that was the silver lining, I guess, of COVID. But we're really excited how many are on here that have either taken 1, 2, or 3, are in our graduates or are on faculty. So we're really excited about that. And let's see, I've got a meeting tomorrow with the division chair. So we're getting ready to plan for what's next. And then Andy, as the district chair, has a meeting with all the other RLI district chairs in February. What I envision is going to happen is that we will begin to set dates based on the governor's calendar, so we don't conflict, and we will offer probably RLI Part 1 virtually for right now. It's been very successful. The pilot's been approved at the international level, and we have, as he said, set the precedent for what the pilot should look like for other RLI districts around the world. So we're really excited about that. And then what I envision as districts kind of get their feet planted and kind of move on with things, that the division will continue to support us and offer Part 2 and 3 And as some of you have mentioned, it's a great opportunity, not only for your members that have been in Rotary over 5 years to kind of get them re-energized, but it's also an opportunity for those newer members to get in there and really find out what is Rotary all about. So part 2 and 3, I expect at least through this Rotary year will be offered, since I know some of you are waiting for those next parts or have members in your club. And then the exciting news, and Andy, I don't even think knows this, is the future of the division level will be not only to train faculty for our district. So as you go through the sessions and you decide you might want to be on faculty with us, but they're going to begin to offer graduate courses in Rotary Leadership Institute. So that'll kick it up even to the next level. So we're really excited about that, because that's something some people have been asking for, is what's next. So we're very excited to be the leaders in this, and really appreciate everybody's support and getting the word out about it.
If you could use if you hover your cursor over participants, you'll see, and click it, you can actually get a reaction. How many of you have attended an RLI course? You could either show a raise of hands in blue, or you could just say yes. But if you just hit that particular reaction, we'll catch this in the recording just to see how many of you have been exposed to RLI. And what I'd also wanted to let you know is, speaking of firsts, our district will be one of the first that is going to open RLI training and instruction up for Rotaractors. So if you're currently sponsoring a Rotaract club in your area, realize that Rotaractors, with the changes and flexibility within the RI rules and regulations, they can actually become Rotarians too, and dual and what have you. We will offer RLI to them because they have some of the same needs. Those club presidents have facing some of the same challenges. If you want that Rotaract club to be viable, vibrant, and sustainable into the future, they too need a solid club leadership succession plan. And this will help promote that and give them that insight to where they too will feel not only a part of Rotary at the bigger picture, but you're actually going to be cultivating their interest to become full-fledged Rotarians when that time comes. Anything else, Debbie, before we turn the program back over to our Governor-elect Amando?
Just to let you know that on the Saturday when we get together, Andy and I have been invited to come in, and we're going to do a fun little session on RLI. So you'll learn a little bit more about it, and we'll have, hopefully, I know we have some that are coming that have actually completed the course and are on faculty or getting ready to be on faculty, but we're going to do a fun activity with RLI when you're at Lone Star Pets. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you. So we've heard a lot of good things here tonight. And so again, let me just get back there on track. I hit okay. So President-elects, we're excited. It's going to be a great year. I know that Eddie Barneski, our current district governor here, is doing a great job through the pandemic with our clubs in our district. I don't know what you see, or hearing. Maybe we're going to continue with this shutdown, I guess you want to call it, this stay in for another 6-7 more months. I don't know when it's going to end, to where we can have 100% face-to-face. But either way, I think I heard earlier, some clubs are going hybrid. You're going in face-to-face, and you have virtual meetings. It's very important. What you just heard up to now, you've got a great team, a great district team and zone leadership here that is going to support you in your year. So President-elect, you're not alone. You've got a lot of us here. You got me as your governor coming in, and you've got a lot of talent here. So let's move it on to Kent Greer, the district governor nominee. Kent, you want to say a few words? Is he still on?
Careful what you ask. Careful what you ask for.
Not the 25th Amendment.
Kevin down in Port Isabel. Let me encourage you to think about one thing, and I'm talking to everyone now, okay? You have one important job as president of your club, and that is to fulfill the expectations of your members. If you've been with your club for several years, you probably have a feel for that. You know the club's culture. So to be a good Rotary club, think about, how do I fulfill those expectations? Here's a suggestion. before Lone Star Pets, before February 22nd. Get a calendar, write down your major events, okay? Think about your weekly meetings. Think about the things that you want to see accomplished that might be new. So the first job is organize your year by calendar. The second thing you want to do is align your members with engagement in those things. Luis talked about engagement. You want to find out from your individual members what they want to do, what their passion is, and so on. So if you can align that with what your events are and your schedules are, you've got a winning combination. So you're starting to move from good to great. There's a book by that name, by the way. It's written by Jim Collins.
Yeah.
It's a management book, and it talks about how does a company move from good to great. And it talks about leadership, engagement with your members. And if you want to take a look at that, fine. If you're not into that, that's fine. Here's how you move to good great. Okay. You're going to set up a budget relative to what it is you're going to accomplish so that you can then set what you would do for your service projects. The motto of Rotary is service above self. So your engagement and what the community sees you do is your service projects, and your public image is going to relate that through whatever media that you guys would like to utilize. You're starting to move to great when you do that, okay? You have, Jim Stokes here is an assistant governor. I was an assistant governor twice. It's for 3 years. Now it's 3 years to get district governor. You have an assistant governor you need to get to know. They need to get to know you. They're seasoned, experienced Rotarians. Jim's been around for over 40 years. He joined when he was 2. The situation is that he's seen it all with a large club and a small club. He also knows the membership team makeup. He knows the foundation team. He knows the public image, or we'll get to know the new Justin Jones. By the way, that's JJJ. It's not AAA, but that's okay. You know, JJJ. Justin J. Jones. Great guy. I mean, this guy comes with party hats. I didn't see it tonight, but he's trying to keep an image here. Anyways, your assistant governors are there in your neighborhood. There's 3 to 5 clubs that they have, and they're your contact locally, and they are going to engage monthly or quarterly with you. If you have a concern or a question, go to them, because Armando's going to be running around to 52 clubs, one way or the other, and he's not even there. I won't be there. Now, our pledge, Armando and mine, is to make sure that we have the resources available to your assistant governors and you directly. We're moving from good to great by utilizing outside resources instead of you doing it alone. We can do this much. Okay, that's as close as we are to polio eradication. But if you have 20 members, 20 times that, if you find the engagement, match them up with what you do as a club, get them excited about it, let the community know through public image, and recruit new members, and make sure that they get mentored and that they get engaged, okay? So from good to great, that's the second level, the best level. What happens to offset that? We got to be realistic. In the last 5 years, count them, just 5, we've had a hurricane that struck Rockport. Okay, now Rockport's doing fairly well. You know, Nancy's there, but we love Rockport. We've had floods in the valley, McAllen, and in that range area, and we've had COVID for all of us internationally, right? So can you be a great club Can you fulfill the expectations of your club? Can you draw upon resources to make yourself a great club? I would suggest to you, if you put down your calendar, if you get to know the support system that you can build for your club before you go to Lone Star Pets, you're not going to be dealing with the issues of understanding what it is your club needs. You'll have a perspective of it. You'll have it documented. Now, when you come back from Lone Star Pets, you can see and work with your past presidents, other members of your club, see what might be needed by engaging those members that might not have been engaged, and ask what their passion is and find a way to employ them, and ask your leadership to do the very same thing, because you can do this much. But if you have 10 leaders in your board and in your officers, that's 20 times that much. It compounds. So as you get ready for Lone Star Pets, don't ignore the capability of going there. Check the calendar. Once you register, it's $50. I paid a lot more than $50 when I went to Pets. And I was captive in Dallas-Fort Worth Airport like I was in prison. So you've got all the freedom in the world to come in on evenings where it's meaningful, and look at the schedules where you might actually have a membership chair or a foundation chair go into specific topics that will benefit them. And then you're working it so that you can build your team. You know, you got some time here, but not a lot of time. So if you've got your calendar, you got your budget, you got your manpower development, you may not have that refined, but you certainly can work through that if you use that perspective. So I've taken too much time, but I wanted you to be prepared for Lone Star Pets. I really didn't want to tell you that, but I thought Kevin gave me the opportunity to. So thank you, Kevin. There's a way to do this. There's a way to do this and be prepared for it. Okay. And Mark Jamison down there in my club, he's the assistant chief of police. I thought he was going to arrest me today. He was going to put my handcuffs on me and carry me away. He gave me a pass on it this time. But we were talking about what this meeting would be and how it could be utilized by y'all. And I hope you get a perspective of this. What I told him was, Armando is looking for answers on how he can help you. So am I. And for the president nominees, the vice presidents of your club, that'll be my presidents. Really, if we get out there in front of this a little bit, how we can help you. We're not here as your officers to tell you what to do. I just did, I'm sorry. But the other part of that is, we're here to give you resources and be a great club if you can. Fulfill those expectations for your club, and then show them what they can be. None of us fulfill our potential until we're stressed a little bit. So if those members have their expectations filled and you give them more, you're a great club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kent. Thank you, Kent. Just, we got a few minutes more before we wrap it up. Along those lines, it's very important for me to know that you're going to be successful in your year as president. Each one of us here has been in that position before. A lot of uncertainties, a lot of how do I do this? You're not alone. We're all in this together. My takeaway tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is that as your incoming district governor, I want to see what you're thinking, how we can support you, how I can support you as a district governor. It's important that you do have a successful year in your club. I want you to have a fun year. I don't want it to be stressful for you as a leader. Pick up the phone, call me, call Kent, call any of the leadership team here, past district governors. We're all here to support you. It's my desire that our district succeeds and we continue on the successes of District Governor Eddie and Ellison and Andy in the past and going forward, so that Kent can have a template going forward into his year, and Luis Cavazos. So we got a lot of challenges. Together we can meet those challenges, overcome them, and grow together as a district, as a team. We are a team. You're part of my team. I want you to succeed. And because of that, I'm going to send you a gift. This little gift is right here. It's a book and Lead with Distinction. And I purchased this for all my president-elects. It will enlighten you and help you be organized. Just what Kent just said is right here. It'll help you. And it was written by a Rotarian, Nancy Paulson. Nancy, would you like to tell them a little bit about the book and tell them when it's coming?
Yes, I did this as I was prepping for my year. As it's the documents that I pulled together as I was trying to plan and organize. And I realized, I bet you some other people would like this. It's gotten some good reviews. People like it. If they found it useful. I expect that we're going to have all the envelopes stuffed and labeled and probably up to the post office either next Monday or next Wednesday. I'm up here in Rockport. They're saying because this is printed goods, 2 to 3 days to get to pretty much anybody in the district. It'll be a brown envelope that's about 6 by 9. You're also going to get one of the things that I have been doing stuck in the house for COVID is we have been going through the house and I ended up finding a bunch of extra cookbooks that my Rotary Club put together for one of our fundraisers. And I have 2 great big boxes of them here. And I got permission to include one of those. It does have some good recipes in it. Include one of those with every one of the books that I sell until they're gone. And so you're actually going to get 2 books, one with the Lead with Distinction and one with this Rotary cookbook done by our Rotarians and the Friends of Rotary up here in Rockport. And that is a good way to raise some funds. That is fun with your members. The information in the back. You can always call me for information on how to do it, but it's a fun way that something could be raised with non-COVID, relatively limited contact with people. The other thing is I'm working, the reason my picture has not been up here is I've been actually working on my computer generating an email to all of you folks. I might not get everybody on the leadership team. I was trying to look before who was there, but it's all the different documents that have been referenced tonight on how to do things. Whether your club is listed in Club Runner, how you get them listed. And so I'm working on generating this email and sending it out to anybody who's this year listed as a president-elect. So hopefully all you guys are. If not, email me. And Darlene, if you happen to hear of anybody who needs this, let me know or use your copy just to forward to them. Okay?
I definitely
Any questions that you might have for me before Amando takes it
Oh,
back.
Darlene. Okay, I didn't know you were still on, Darlene. I apologize.
That's okay.
Okay, so questions, anybody, President-elects, any questions for us, for me, anybody? You're real quiet. You're real quiet, guys.
Mando,
Yeah.
this is just a little follow-up on a suggestion that was made earlier. As the presidents-elect are going to pets, if anybody else in your club is going with you, maybe like your president nominee this year, if your club has already selected that individual, you might want to get together with that individual and together decide what meetings or what sessions you're going to participate in. And if possible, exchange, like if one of you goes to the foundation trainings session and then somebody else and your partner goes to membership, then get together to decide how do the two mesh, how do they support each other. Same thing with public image. I'm sure that Justin can tell you that whenever a club does something that is really, really something that you want to tell a story about, or you want to broadcast, you can do that. And in the process, make a story that help you attract members, possibly even raise money in order to support the foundation because you've engaged in a project that is really meaningful and impactful. And maybe it might even be supported in part, at least, by funds that came from the foundation. So it has a nice way of kind of blending the three dimensions that we were talking about. So if you can do that, that might be, there you go, Justin. That might be something that works quite well. So just as something to think about.
Okay. Anyone have any, thank you, Juan, for that information. Anybody else want to say anything? President Lex, anybody, last few words?
Olivia.
I just want to follow up on what Juan was sharing, and as an example, in San Benito, we had some, what we consider some very nice, impactful to our community projects. One we did with a district grant, but as a result, I think we had like, we got such good newspaper coverage for all our projects that about a week and a half before Christmas, I had a couple of people from the community stop me and said, you know, they enjoyed reading about what we were doing. And I got 2 $100 checks from people who said, here, keep on doing what you're doing. We're so glad you're doing it, and just gave us a check. And I thought, boy, that was really good. So public image helped us in that sense. We didn't think it was going to happen, but you're right, Juan, it is connected. If we're active and doing good work in the community and people see it, they will help fund our activities. So we were really grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia, for sharing.
Thank you.
Important.
Yeah, that was good. Anyone else?
Amando.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Can you let them know who the next, who's going to take my place?
Yes, a few announcements here. Just to let you know, as we announced earlier, Luis Cavazos is the district governor nominee designee, but he's also going to serve in my year as lieutenant admin for assistant governors. That's Luis's new position now. And also to replace Luis as lieutenant governor membership is Helen Peters. Helen Peters has gladly accepted it, and she's very well qualified. She comes from Luis's group or committee, I should say, and we're excited to have that those changes. So again, for our year team, we're going to have a great year. We're going to continue from Eddie's year, going on to my year, going on to Kent's and Luis's, and so on. But to do this, we've got to come together, and I like communications. Okay, I want open communication. All the president-elects with all the leadership team, and especially with me. Send me a text, email, and so on. Of course, don't answer that email that I sent you today. I was hacked, so disregard that. I got a lot of texts saying what it was. Send money. My niece was going to have a birthday party today, and if I don't get the money, blah blah blah. Send the money anyway.
I got a question for you, Amando.
Yeah,
So,
Kevin.
For 2021, are the assistant governors already listed on the district website?
Yes, it should be. If not, I'm going to send that. I got to revise it. I made some changes to it. Nancy will get that from me, and you'll get that at PETS or before. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anything else? Anyone else? Did I leave anybody? Darlene, any last words from you? Oh, by the way, Darlene is our district secretary, excuse me. She's gladly accepted the position. She'll be the one that'll be sending out my communications. Also, let's see.
I have one other thing, Armando.
Okay.
Kevin had asked the question where the AGs listed on the district website. Armando is constantly sending that stuff to me, also the calendar, and I try to get it up there as soon as I can. So check back on those things often. And remember, when you go look at the org chart, initially what we'll be showing will be Eddie's year. If you wanted to see next year's officers up at the top, you can click on the next, and you'll be able to see the officers that are listed for next year.
Okay,
and
thank you.
just go back often if the one you're looking at isn't there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, with that being said, I'll let everybody go. You will be hearing from me and the team in the next few weeks up to PETS. Look forward to seeing you. You will be getting some correspondence from me and from the district, particularly on the operating budget. Be on the lookout for that. I don't expect you to have any answers for me. You may have questions or you may not have anything. I don't know, but you're going to get that from me and some other things coming. So good night. Thank you everyone for participating. I'll leave the last words for District Governor Eddie. Is he still on? If you'd like to say a few words.
Good job.
Eddie, are you still there?
I'm still here. Yes.
Eddie, last words from you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. I think I've worked with just about everybody or most of everybody online, but I wish you all the best of luck. As Amando's been saying, we're all here to help. We may have a P in front of our designation, past district governor or past whatever, but we're all here to help. We're all part of the same team. And so feel free to contact any of us if you need anything, and all the best of luck to you, because I know you'll do a good job. And the most important thing is to have fun while you're doing it, because otherwise why do it? So with that, back to you, Amando.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everyone. Darlene, thank you.
Awesome.
Nancy,
Thank you.
thank you. Awesome, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you.